and my meal was served on a sheet of deli paper. Now I've seen this before, but obviously the time has never been right for me to really notice it. But it's printed deli paper, so it's just the regular paper that's got printing on it. I hope it's a food safe ink that they've used. But it's got an Australian theme, and there's a little bit there about ANZAC Day. Sorry, you're off screen. ANZAC Day, where the Australian and New Zealand soldiers fought together side by side. And ANZAC Day biscuits, which we bake quite often in New Zealand and Australia. I'm a New Zealander by birth, and I now live in Australia. I've done that lived here for 30 years, so I'm an Australian citizen and a New Zealand citizen. But down the bottom here I saw this little silhouette, and I thought, well, this is the perfect frame for a painting of the ANZAC poppies. So I took that as my inspiration, copied it as faithfully as I could here on the bottom. And the reason I'm popping in is just I wanted to share the pens that I use, because they've done such a fantastic job. And that is the Faber-Castell pens. So I'm assuming that these are available worldwide. Have a look for them in your store. They come in different sizes. I've got S for fine here, slim, medium, and B for brush. And they're all black pigment 199, 3 stars for light fastness. They are waterproof. They're Indian ink, so they're waterproof. They give you the maximum light fastness, and you can see mine. Some of mine are all labelled with my name, so that if I take them out to events, I come home with them because they're so good that people tend to nab them. This is the big brother of the Pitt pens. This is the Pitt Artist Pen Big Brush, same pigment, 199, same light fastness, acid free, India ink, waterproof. It says all that there. They are fabulous pens, and that is what I used here. I drew it out in pencil first, then went over it, the outlines with the very fine tip. Don't know if you can see that there, a very fine tip pen, just to get as much detail, especially here, as I could. Then I went in with the medium one just to thicken up some of the lines, and you can see it's a bit thicker there. Are you focusing? Yep, a bit thicker. And then when it came to colouring them in, I went to the brush tip, because that covers a lot of ground very quickly for me. So that's what I used, and it's quite a nice flexible brush tip as well. Comes to a nice point, so I could get into all the detail there. And then I'm going to continue to colour down to this pencil line I've got here. So I've got a nice squared off bottom, and then I'll do the red poppies watercolour painting in here. So for the rest of it, because I've got a bigger area to cover, I'm going to bring out this guy, with the big tip. And it's going to, whoops, sorry about that, that's going to cover a lot of ground quickly. So you probably heard about these on the YouTubes, there we go, the Pitt Artist Pen. A lot of people tend to use these in the mixed media, but they do have these ones as well, so look out for these. These are the regular ones. You can usually buy them in open stock as well as in sets, so have a look out for those, because they're really worth buying. And when it comes to erasing my pencil lines, you can tell I'm a Faber-Castell girl. I'm not affiliated with them, I just really love their products. Their eraser is PVC free, so it's really soft on the paper, and they say there on the eraser, for erasing black lead pencils, and it does a really superb job, nice and gentle on your paper. And here I'm working on mixed media paper. Just for your information, it's a soft covered journal. I know I've got the camera zoomed in closely, but it's a Strathmore mixed media paper, and it handles all sorts of things really well. So I don't work in order in my journal, but it handles the inks, watercolor, wet mediums really nicely. So there we go. And I'll pop back in maybe when I've had some time to sit down and do the red poppies. Just a short one. Bye for now.